Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, yeah, this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bag. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. To the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? Hope one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Shabbat to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Allah Ta'ala Hashem, Yahweh Shah, to all the sisters. ISUPK, Minnesota, the Brotherhood class. Today's topic is going to be about pride and destruction of America. All right, which is, our oppressor, so to speak. We are going to be pretty brief and just, dive into a few topics, a few things. If anybody has any questions or concerns, just type it into the chat. We will answer, every question accordingly. All right. Once again, if you got questions about life, about the Bible, about anything, just type it into the chat and we'll go ahead and just go over it. All right. Otherwise, share the content, like, subscribe. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. Also, too, as of right now, on Google, our address is being updated. It's taking a little bit more time than usual. So if you could put a review on ISUPK Minnesota, just type it into Google, ISUPK Minnesota. Type that into your Google, and then just leave a review if you could. All right. Otherwise, pay your tithes. You know what I mean? If you are using the 12 tribe chart, make sure that you pay your goddamn tithes, man.
That's right.
That's what you should do. All right. If you know about the ISUPK, we've been around since 1969, and you have took something from us. Give us credit. All right. When credit is due, like give that person or place, the recognition that they deserve. And ISUPK is responsible for a lot of great things. Although, a lot of people like to slander our name. The ISUPK have saved lives. We have done more than just save lives. And if you do not, understand that, or you have not seen that, just keep watching. Just keep, subscribing and liking, and just looking at our work that is being produced every single solitary day, and you will see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, man, hey, if you agree or disagree with what is being said, no sweat. Type it in, share it, express your opinion, because that's what everybody likes to do right now on social media. They like to express themselves. All right. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, if you got a question about anything, just type it in. All right, so you got a question out at all? No? All right, so anytime that you do, just go ahead and raise your hand, and I got you. Let's get into, all right, so Ecclesiastes 4:1 is what I need, right, in the Old Testament. But before we get into that, what I need to address is this. Once again, man, Alabama. Montgomery, Alabama was an amazing situation that happened. Black people came together and they fought against their oppressor.
That's right.
Once again, in the ISUPK, what we teach is fight against the thing that is fighting you. All right? Whether it's a thing or a person. Fight against whatever is fighting you. That's what you do. So, once right now it's very popular, and I'm being funny when I say the word popular in a sense. What's very popular in 2023, and years before, child support. Fight against that if you are a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Now, child support can work in your benefit to a certain case, right? But also mainly it's working against you.
That's right.
And the stigma of child support is a very poor stigma or norm when it comes to men. All right, and I'm only speaking about a specific demographic of men. Anytime you hear that a Black man or Hispanic and Native Indian man is on child support, there's a bad stigma on them.
That's right.
Oh, they on child support, that means what? They don't take care of their children or child. That's not always the case, man. Don't let the media, don't let the internet lie to you. I know Black and Hispanic and Native Indian men who are inside of their homes where the children live, and they're taking care of their children. And the government forces child support on that man. Once again, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
But now, what I have seen is that women who work with their men, who are on the same level, on the same page, and they are on the same level of taking care of the household, that Black woman, Hispanic and Native Indian woman would try her best to get that man off of child support, and the government says what? No. We are going to keep him on there. Although he's in the household, he's providing, he's doing everything a father should do for his child or children. And still yet, the oppressor says, no, let's keep him on child support. Let's keep him oppressed. This is the problem. All right? I've been seeing this for a couple of weeks. Like a lot of the things that we go through as a nation, as a people, as far as nation Israel, our problems recycle in our community. They love to talk about Black on Black crime. That recycles, meaning it comes back. 1 minute it's gone, 1 minute it pops up again. All the problems that we're trying to fix in the community, they just keep popping up over and over again. And that's why, once again, the ISUPK can fix those problems. All right? Look at all the brothers and sisters that are in the ISUPK. They were once a product of those problems, but now they changed. When you look at some of these brothers and sisters right now in the UPK, they once lived the lives of boredom. They once lived a life of being, in prison, in jail, locked up 24/7, a thief. Probably took some lives. They were thieves at one point in time in their life. But the difference is now they changed their lives. All that time and energy and doing the wrong things, they did a 360 and they put it into serving the Most High and building up their nation, their people. That's the difference. That's why the ISUPK is the best place and the best sanctuary to be in these days and times, in 2023. But let me just be quiet for a second and let's get to the scriptures. Go ahead and get that out.
That's Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
So I turn.
So what?
So I turn.
So I return.
So I return.
Uh-huh. No sweat.
And consider all the oppression that are done under the sun.
Right. So I return and I consider all the oppressions that was done under the sun. So the first question that you got to ask yourself, right? Because, okay, every scripture you have to break down word by word, all right? Precept by precept, word by word, right? Paraphrasing. What is under the sun? Answer me that question. Well, actually, before you do, where is the sun at?
In the heavens.
Say it again.
In the heavens. In the sky.
Yeah, the sky is not the heavens, by the way. So the sun is where?
In the sky.
Actually, the sun is going to be in space.
In space.
Right. Because you got the earth, sky, space, and then the heavens. So that's 4 dimensions. So go ahead.
So that's different heavens.
No, the sun is going to be in space.
Yeah.
Above space is the heavens.
Okay, above space is the heavens.
Right. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, because in space it's dark.
Okay.
And so that's where all the planets are. That's where the sun is at. The sun is going to be in space.
Right.
Come. So so the location of the sun is going to be in space, right?
Right.
Right. Come. Now, some people say, in the sky and things of that sort. That's just where we're seeing it from. Now, honestly, if the sun was in the sky, understand that the sky is closer to the earth. If the sun was really in the sky, that would burn us.
Right.
It's farther away from us. All right, so it's going to be in space. So anyway, the sun is going to be in space, but what is underneath the sun? How can people see the sun?
The wheels, the earth.
The earth, that's the answer. So read that one more time from the top.
So I return.
So I return.
And consider all the oppression that are done under the sun.
Right, so this is King Solomon. King Solomon is given his account of, okay, understand this, right? King Solomon, when he was king and everything, right? What you're reading right now in the book of Ecclesiastes, he's giving an account of everything that he went through, he experienced, and saw. So this is when he was younger. But now, when he's writing about this, he's older. So he's speaking about the past. That's why he said when he returned, because where he returned from, being a king, he was partying, he was celebrating, he was having a good time of his life. That's what kings do. Kings always celebrate. Kings always, have some good function going on. All right, so that's King Solomon. But King Solomon right now in the book of Ecclesiastes, He's older. And he's speaking about the time that he had when he was younger. That's why he said, when I return. And when you read the previous chapters, he would speak about where he returned from. So he returned and he considered and noticed all the oppressions that was being done underneath the sun. Understand that a lot of the prophets and priests that we talk about and read about, they were going through captivity. I mean, they saw captivity. They saw oppression. They saw, a oppressor unaliving one of us. Like what's happening today happened back then. It's no different.
That's right.
That's why the Bible is so relevant to the times of 2023. Because a lot of people argue, well, this Bible is such and such years old. How does this relate to what's going on today? You want to know how? Because what's happening today is what happened back in their time.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Now, time can move forward, but the only thing that has not changed is society, like life itself. Everything that you can think about or have a question about, it has been answered or displayed in the Bible. It lets you know that the Bible is not what a lot of people think it is a fairy tale. But the Bible is reality.
That's right.
It's not made up stories and scenarios and things of that sort. It's a real thing. It's reality. It's everyday life. That's what the Bible is. So like, just read it one more time from the top, and then we are going to move forward.
So I return
Mm-hmm.
and consider all the oppression that are done under the sun.
Right, all the oppressions. Now, you may ask yourself, what is oppression? I mean, a lot of people don't know that's a word in the Bible, oppression.
Right.
Ooh-wee. Let's get what oppression means. Oppression, unjust or cruel exercise of authority or power. That sounds like a tyrant. That sounds like every president, every government. That sounds like the very people who put you on child support, who shoot you down in the streets. And once again, may that brother rise again. You know what I mean? Who had lost his life a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago in Minneapolis by the police department, the Minneapolis Police Department, if I may add. You know what I mean? And we spoke about that brother last week, and we are going to continue to speak about that brother. Also, too, this woman that I met, her name is Kim. What's her name? So, like, give me a second, real quick. Her name is Kim Handy. I just want to give a big shout out to that sister, Kim Handy. She's the mother who lost her son some years back. And her son's name was Cordell Handy. And he lost his life behind, once again, the Minneapolis Police Department. And I met this sister personally. You know what I mean? I had lost a family member, and I was at the repast. And this sister just happened to be there. And she told me her whole story, what she was going through, and how she was fighting against the state of Minnesota, or better yet, the city of Minneapolis, for justice for her son. And this sister, lo and behold, just a few weeks ago, she got some sense of justice. It was money, it wasn't true justice, but the city of Minneapolis had recognized, I want to say either Minneapolis or St. Paul had recognized what was happening. You know what I mean? And so, her voice was heard. But at the same time, though, it doesn't bring back that brother and what was done to her son. But at least that can inspire people to fight for justice for their loved ones. You know what I mean? And once again, may that brother rise again. And Lord be with her and her family. When I met the sister, she was a very beautiful soul. She was very genuine, and this sister really, did not back down. she was a sister who really believed in, getting some sense of justice. And that's what she got. You know what I mean? Just a small piece. Not the whole thing, but a small piece. And once again, man, like, Lord be with her and her family. And, once again, may that brother rise again because, man, that story was crazy. And how her son had got, unalived by the hands of these pigs. All right, that word uniforms. But anyway, let's keep it going. And that's the oppression that sister went through. Keep going.
And behold, the tears of some as was oppressed.
Actually, I need you to read that one more time.
And behold, the tears of some as was oppressed.
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 Right. You don't want to say oppressed. Yeah, it's oppressed. All right. So, 1 second, Salaki. Actually, I want you to read it one more time, Salaki.
And behold, the tears of some as was oppressed.
Right, and the tears of such as those that were oppressed. You know what I mean? Once again, a lot of parents are burying their children. A lot of parents say that it should be the other way around, whereas the children should bury the parents. Now, children should not have a short life.
That's right.
The parents should outlive the children, so that way the children can take care of who? The parents.
That's right.
But we live in a day and time where you bear children, you raise children, and they end up in the grave. They come out the womb, and they end up where? In the grave. And, I mean, good night, man. We live in a society where it's normal that you're not going to make it to 18 or 21. That's the norm that was, very popular. Well, it still is in Chicago. In most dangerous populations where it's normal for children to be unalive or not make it to a certain age, that's terrible. That's sad. It's so bad to the point where you have adults that don't make it to the age of 60, better yet, even 40. I mean, to lose your life at 40, 30, it's very young. Even 60 is young. A lot of people think the age 60 is old. No, that's pretty young. All right. I mean, good night. That's pretty young. 60. You've been on the earth for a long time. I mean, for a good amount of time, a few decades, yes. But at the same time, that's too young to pass away. You know what I mean? Right now, I mean, I don't know the last person in my family who passed away from old age. And that says a lot. I mean, a truth. When's the last time, you heard of somebody passing away in your family of old age?
Nobody.
There you go. Once again, and that's my point. My point is we are dying from the wrong circumstances and situations. Go ahead.
Hey, man, if I speak for my grandpa, he passed away, he was about in his 90s. And when he made autopsy, his household back, he was doing that tobacco.
Right, kind. So it was drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind. Nah, I definitely understand. It was drugs was the problem. It wasn't natural causes. All right. Dying from cancer, being hit by a bullet, that's not natural causes, man.
Right.
But the norm of today, it seems natural. You know what I mean? Like I heard a brother not too long ago. He had mentioned that a family member had passed away. And, I'm like, hey, my condolences, may he rise again. I'm sorry to hear that. And, I asked, out of curiosity, how did this, individual die or pass away? And they was like, oh, cigarettes. And just the way he said it was just so nonchalant, as if it was normal. And at the same time he's saying it, he's puffing a cigarette. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, so you're saying that he died from cigarettes? So cancer, or he's like, yeah, cancer, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like the way that he said it was just so comfortable, as if it was normal. I'm like, yeah, that's a problem. And the fact that you smoking a cigarette, it lets me know that you don't see it as a problem. It lets me know that you are next. If you don't stop, if you don't repent, you are next to leave out in a body bag in the grave, because this individual that supposedly love, your loved one, passed away because of cigarettes, and you over here puffing one at the same time. I guess you didn't understand the lesson. Now, one thing about death, right? Everything in life has a purpose. Death has a purpose. Death lets you know, it reminds you of what you should and should not do in life. All right? A lot of people, okay, one thing that I cannot stand about the Christian church, especially funerals, I do not like funerals at all. I hate funerals, right? And my thing about funerals is this: when you go to a funeral and it's not held about honest people like in ISUPK, and it's held from people in the world, what you see is this: hypocrisy. A lot of people always, talk about, it's very sad what happened to this brother, to the sister. They always speak about the good times, but they never speak about the bad times. They never speak about what led up to this person losing their life.
Right.
A lot of those funerals that we go to, and that brother and sister that lost their life, they lost their life because of their own doing.
Right.
A lot of the times. Just ask, how did this person die? Oh, they were shot because of gang violence. Well, that answers your question. Oh, drugs. You know what I mean? Alcoholism, assault. You know what I mean? A robbery. Like all these things that be happening to brothers and sisters, no one really tells the truth about their life. You know what I mean? Now, I understand that you want this person to be in peace. I definitely understand. But the purpose of someone's death, it can bring forth you living your life for the better and not for the worse. And that's the thing. So when you see somebody die of drug addiction, what is the message, Trooper?
You see the person die from drugs, you see that's what the reason life should be outside of addicted to drugs.
You want to speak louder, you be very low.
I say you see a person die from drug addiction that caused his death, you shouldn't want to get drugs.
Right. So the person that died of drug addiction, right? The message to the living is do not do drugs. Because if you do drugs, then what's going to happen?
You're going to die.
You are going to die just like him or her, your loved one. That's what's going to happen. And that's what you do not want to do. And like for the life of me, I do not understand. I can never understand why people know how a person died and they do the same thing at the funeral or afterwards, after the funeral. It's like, did that death of your loved one mean anything to you at all? Did it mean anything? Yes or no? That's the thing that always blows my mind. Go ahead.
Got a friend.
No sweat. Got it.
I had a friend. He had a brother was on that crack cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
And that brother in the election, he threw himself on the train track. And his other brother, he OD'd from crack cocaine. And after what he's doing still, he's still selling, cocaine. I said, you see your brother pass away. I said, you should have some sense of regret, son. He's still doing what he's doing.
Look, I bet. Yeah, I bet. And you know, it's very sad though, man. Like death. Okay, like a person can see so much in their life to have a message that says, don't do this, don't do that. But some people just want to die. Some people don't want to live.
Right.
Some people just they are at a place where they are just giving up. They have no strength. They have no more courage. They have no more motivation. And that's why they say, you know what? I don't care anymore. I give up. I just want to die. And drug addiction just means that you want to die. A lot of people try to glorify, you know, drug addiction, alcoholism. You just want to die. That's all you're saying. A lot of people try to associate, oh, you know, I bonded with this person, that person when it came to drugs. I'm with my wife because of drugs and alcohol. You know, I got good connection because of this and that. A lot of those things just says that you don't want to live anymore. And there are many things in life that can allow you to kill yourself slowly or fast. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Go ahead,
And yet it had no comforter.
Actually, I want you to read the verse before.
And behold, the tears of such was oppressed.
Right, the tears of such that will oppress. Everybody's going to cry at your funeral. You know, and honestly, you shouldn't cry for people's behavior. You know what I mean? You should be angry and upset behind people's behavior. That results in them wanting to harm themselves, wanting to afflict themselves. Don't support it. Don't shed no tears. And a lot of people will look at you crazy like, damn, so you never showed up to the funeral? Why didn't you? Because when they were alive, I told them what it was. And they didn't listen, and that's why they are now not here. Sometimes, like, you have to show people tough love. It's very unfortunate that you lost that loved one. But at the same time, though, like, I mean, who is going to listen to your words and follow behind your words? And those that don't listen, they usually end up in a bad situation. They don't make it too far in life.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
Also, I was.
No, as far as precept.
They had no comforter.
Yeah, and they had no comforter. Right now, with all the oppression that's being done in the earth, Black and Hispanic and Native Indians don't really have a comforter embedded in their communities. They have people who are greedy bastards. They have politicians, Christians. They have people who are not so much of a voice for the problems going on in their everyday homes, lives, and community. But we do have somebody who shows up, who is responsible and the leader of the nation of Israel for all Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, so-called. And his name is Commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
And give him a hand. That's the man that is responsible, who is making sure that you live and do not die every day, who's saving you from all the injustice that is happening in your communities every day. His name is Commanding General Yohana of the ISUPK, or better yet, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
Now, you can't find that in a church, in a Muslim mosque. You can't find that anywhere else but in this sanctuary. And thank the Lord for him, because he is a comforter. His men that is rocking with him day and night underneath him, man, they are amazing. And they are comforters as well. And you can find them in every city, every state, every country. damn near every continent. Just look up ISUPK and where you are located, and you will find them. And you will find some hardcore sisters who are beside them, who support those men in the work of the Lord.
That's right.
Am I right or am I wrong, man?
That's right.
Damn right. All right, keep going, man.
And on the side of that oppressor, there was power.
Right, and on the side of their oppressors, there was power. What power does the oppressor have right now in 2023 in America? Explain.
Military strength.
Military strength? Yep, I definitely get that. Yeah, Black and Hispanic people, we ain't got no military. But what are we doing? We're building a military.
That's right.
Yes, this nation of Israel that I keep speaking about, that's going to be the military. Keep going.
But they had no comforter.
They had no what?
But they had no comforter.
God damn, they had no comforter. There's no one to help you with your problems, to work out your issues. But in the ISUPK, those are comforters. There are comforters. There are people that can fix the small to biggest issue that you can name in your own communities, your household, and even in your personal life. We fix child support issues, broken homes, mental illness, mental health, drug addiction, alcoholism, domestic disputes. You got strife, you got beef between you and somebody else. Child molestation, rape, abuse. The ISUPK fixes all of those things. We fix all of it. If you do not believe that, give that a hand. It's a lot. And if you do not believe what I'm saying, find out for yourself. Because the ISUPK has been around since when?
Since 1969.
Damn right. 1969. And we are ongoing.
That's right.
It's been over 50 years, man. And we are still surviving. We are still thriving in helping and supporting our people. And this is only for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. All right? The so-called. That's who it's for. We are here to rebuild our nation because everybody else is here to break us down. And that's the problem. Is that it on that? You got it. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Wherefore I praise the dead.
I praise.
Salakia. Wherefore I praise the dead which are already dead, more than the living which are yet living, alive.
Right. And the reason why King Solomon is saying, I praise the dead, even though they are dead, more than the people that are alive, is because they don't have to deal with the oppressions. I mean, like, when you are not on this earth anymore, you have nothing to worry about because you're dead. Nothing is, your brain is not working anymore. Your organs, they are all shut down. Your life is over. You have nothing to stress and worry about. All the things that you went through, all the hell, all the pain, all the suffering that you had to go through, all the terrible things that you went through.
Right.
You're dead now. You're in the grave. You have nothing to worry about. Now, when you're alive, you have a lot to worry about.
That's right.
Every day is survival for you. You have to worry about your next meal, your next shower. Where am I going to lay my head at? How am I going to pay my rent today, this month, next month? How am I going to clothe and feed my child or my children? How am I going to pay for this and that? How am I going to get to point A to B, to C, all the way to Z? How am I going to live? That's your life every goddamn day, is it not?
Yes, come.
Is it not? Like, that's your life every single solitary day. And you have to worry about that because of where you live. Like, where do you live right now on the earth? Are you in America? Are you in Venezuela, catching hell, El Salvador, Brazil, Canada, all over the UK? Where are you in life where you don't have to worry about anything? Every day you are in survival mode. Well, for the minorities at least. So like, let me not give that to everybody, because there are people on this earth who don't have a worry or a stress at all. They don't even break a goddamn sweat. But who does is the people that are not desired, the people that are the minorities of this earth. And that's going to be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the Latinos. Or better yet, the the Spics, the wetbacks, the Negroes, the niggers of this place, the people who are not desired, the people who get shot down every single day, the people who are locked up in the prison system. And a lot of those people, they commit crimes. They are innocent. The people who are not desired, man. Once again, you are the oppressed, and the oppressor is making sure it stays that way.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 3, ye better as he that did both days, which had not yet been, who has not seen the evil work that is done under the sun.
Right. Like, there are some people who are in the grave who have not seen the evil that you are seeing right now being alive.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Actually, I want to ask you a question, right? True. What is something evil that you've seen that in your mind you believe that a family member who is dead has not seen? Someone who passed away a long time ago. What is something that you've seen just living as of today that is so evil that nobody else has saw that died in your family?
I haven't really seen any kind of wickedness unless it's on TV. I usually be in the house, so I don't see too much.
Okay. You can be in the house and see some evil.
Right.
You can be on your phone and see evil.
Right.
You can walk outside and see evil. I'm sure you've seen some evil that nobody else has saw that's not here right now in your family. In your family or friends. You don't have to think too hard.
Right.
I'll give you a few pointers. Think about the recent laws in America. Think about the recent deaths that happened within Black and Hispanic. Think about recent big news.
One thing I seen really even when my sister stabbed my brother to death with a box cutter.
Okay, is there somebody that passed away that probably never experienced that?
Yeah, my granddad, my father,
Okay.
brothers and sisters.
And you pretty much know the history of how they live their life in relationships,
Yeah.
and they never been through that.
No.
Okay, so I'll break it down. So what the trooper said is he saw a situation between siblings where it was very dangerous to where weapons were involved, right? And he said that his grandfather, who passed away some time ago, and with this history of relationships, have not experienced that. So, and you know what, I'm glad that you brought that up, because we live in a time of 2023 where a lot of domestic disputes are being displayed on social media, to where the whole earth can see what is happening. So they can literally see why you went to jail. So on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, all whatever live, Black and Hispanic and Native Indians can literally see a brother and a sister going at it, and they are on the verge of trying to take each other's lives, or they do take each other's lives,
Right.
and that's being publicized all over social media. It's being displayed for everybody to see. It's public. Now, I'm glad that you said that truth because of this. Just recently, within the last couple of years, brothers and sisters have went on social media live and took somebody's life. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
So there's no question about why this person is locked up, why this person lost their life, because it's all over the internet. And one thing about the internet, when you post something, it stays on the internet. You can delete things, you can try to modify it, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to still be on the internet. You know what I mean? I'm talking about this one sister. She was playing around with a gun inside of a car.
Yeah, I see that.
And she pulled the trigger, and the brother, he was dead. Now, this one story, this one video that I can never get outside of my head. It's very traumatizing. Two children, their cousins. They were in the bathroom. They were live, on a phone, and they had got a hold of a family member's gun, and they was playing around with it, and they both danced around, and the child didn't know that the gun was loaded, and pulled the trigger, and accidentally killed or unalived the cousin. And these children are maybe 12, 13. And then without hesitation, trooper, right? Without hesitation, this child took her own life because she realized what she did. And when I tell you, that video was so sad. You can see the demon literally okay, this child is playing around with the gun, just playing around, dancing, right?
Right.
And boom, kills unalives the cousin. And then without hesitation, 5 seconds later, takes his own life. It was sad, man. It was terrible. And the screams and the cries and the horror coming out of the family's mouths was so sad. It was terrible, man. And this happened in St. Louis, I want to say last year. But once again, man, we have so much work to do. I digress. Go ahead, That's it. All right, no sweat. Give me. I'm gonna skip a little bit, Salakia. Give me Revelations 18:4. Revelations chapter 18, verse 4. Yeah, it was a terrible story, man. And you hear stories like that all the time. Children losing their lives over something that's very, senseless, things that can be very much, avoided. That's why in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, we have to do better. We have to be better. Otherwise, the people around us are not going to be better. All right? And this goes for all children, all adults. We all have a responsibility for each other. Okay? We all have to hold each other accountable. I keep hearing too many adults saying, oh, this generation this generation that. Well, ask yourself this question. Who raised that generation? It was you. If you are an adult right now, and you're speaking about the generation, the young generation right now, understand that you were the one raising them. So all the bullshit that you are trying to throw on the children, the young generation, you should blame yourself.
Right.
You should look at yourself. You are the product. I mean, they are the product of you. And that's it. That's all. So look at yourself in the mirror. Don't look at them. Look at yourself. All right. You got the precept?
Yeah, I won't comment.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. Who are
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4.
you?
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right. So now, once again, this is the book of Revelations, right? In the book of Revelations, this is something that's being revealed to John. And these are visions. All right. And what John is saying, he heard a voice. And the voice said, say it one more time.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right. Come out of her, my people. Now, this is speaking about coming out of America, coming out of captivity. Because at this time, we were still in captivity. In 2023, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we are very much into captivity right now. So
that's right.
So, and this is not physical, right? It's not saying leave America, leave wherever captivity is at. It's saying spiritually leave that place. So what does that mean? It means do not partake in that place of captivity. Don't partake in the holidays. Don't partake in their way of life. That's what it's speaking about. And that's what you must do. Okay? So the next holiday that's coming up is what? Labor Day in September? And then, it's going to be September Labor Day. Labor Day is usually the first week of September. After September, what is in October? Halloween. Halloween, the last day of October is going to be what? Halloween. Don't partake in it. Separate your soul, your mindset, your way of life from this place. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up. And 10 times out of 10, when you are caught up in the way of life of America, you always get jammed up.
That's right.
There's so many examples and scenarios that I can, throw out there just to let you know. But for time's sake, read it one more time from the top.
Chapter 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right. The Bible said to come out of her, my people. Now, that word, my people, every book has what is called an audience. And the Bible has an audience. And the audience is towards so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Spicks, the savages, the niggers of the earth, right? All those bywords and proverbs. You know what I mean? The people that are not desired in this place. The audience of this book is for those people. Because the Bible is a Black and prophetic book. It's a history tool. It's a records. You know what I mean? For Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Also, too, like I got the shirt on, right? The shirt says the Bible is Black history.
That's right.
It's Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian history. That's what it is. Because everything about you is in that book. Tell me if the Holocaust is in the Bible. It's not. But I can show you where the transatlantic slave trade is in the Bible.
That's right.
I can show you where salvation is in the Bible.
That's right.
I can show you Minnesota right now. I can show you South Side, West Side, Chicago right now. I can show you Flint, Michigan. I can show you what just happened in Hawaii. You heard about Hawaii, right? How it got burnt up?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I can show you that in the Bible too. Go ahead.
I heard Chef still Muhammad talking. It's running 1 mile. I said at 5 traffic 1 minute per mile.
No, it's 1 mile per.
It took the 1 minute a mile.
It was like the wind was going 1 mile per hour. And that's very fast, You know what I mean? So imagine being in the car, right?
Right.
And you are leaving from this place, and you're trying to go to a destination, and it says it's 1 mile away.
Right.
Imagine the speed that you're going in a car to get to that 1 mile.
Right.
That's how fast the damn wind was moving out.
Oh.
So imagine, like I mean, you may feel like a little breeze, right?
Right.
But a 1 mile of air, that's fucking dangerous. Excuse my language. That's very dangerous to where it's moving fast. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Yeah, you talking about how the woman runs. She said she just stopped and just stopped praying. She said that was so poetic.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely, Con.
Stop running.
Yeah, Con. I agree. Go ahead.
That ye be not partakers of her sin.
Right, that you be not partakers of her sins. And the her is talking about Babylon. It's talking about this captivity because Babylon is known as the daughter of what?
Whore.
Right, the daughter of whores. There you go. You know what I mean? Don't be a partaker. Meaning don't sleep with this place. Don't be joined. Don't be intertwined with this place called America, called Babylon, called wherever there's oppression to the point where it's going to separate you from the Most High. Don't be a partaker of that. What you want to be is separate. Because the word holy means what?
Separate.
Right, separate. All right, that's what you want to be. You want to be separate from the thing that's going to join you into evil, which is sin. And you don't want to be a partaker of that. To be a partaker means that you are just a part of that thing. Hence, that the word partaker. You are going to be a part of that thing. You don't want to be a part or associated with that thing that's going to destroy you later, or your people for that matter. And that's what's happening right now in 2023. You are a partaker. You are associated with the wrong things, and that's why you have no success. We do not grow as a nation or as a people. That's the problem. All right? Drop that, give me, let me see here. Give me Proverbs 29:2. Hey, Salakia, hey, Salakia, y'all bear with me real quick. Salakia, I gotta do one thing. Let me just put up this video real quick. I'll be right back.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my niggas,
I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me.
but that was my niggas, it'll be an
You know what
honor.
I'm saying?
Under commanding General, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. sisters and brothers because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brother.
All right, Shalom, Christ, Elijah for that. Just have to take care of something real quick. All right, so give me 1 second here. All right, so yeah, back to the point, right? So the point of what I was speaking about is simply like, I mean, there's so much going on when it comes to Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, right? But we always got to get down to the root in order to, solve the issue. There are a lot of people who have events. They come up with ideas of how to actually stop the issue, but it's not effective. And really, like in Minnesota, what I've noticed mainly, a lot of people, when they try to bring up Black issues, Black, Hispanic, and Native American issues, the problem that I usually see, or the flaw that I usually see, is the fact that they always try to include the oppressor.
That's right.
And that's why nothing works. It always fails. Like every time I go to a Juneteenth event, or Rondo's Days, or just any so-called black event, there's always the oppressor, or better yet, the oppressors, the other nations that take, they actually partake in our destruction of us being in captivity. Like just recently, what is this? This is like in the month of June. Yeah. We went to the Caribbean Fest. You remember the Jamaican Fest?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind. So we went to like a Jamaican or a Caribbean Fest, and I seen more heathens than I seen Hebrews.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I barely saw anybody that was Caribbean in there. I seen a sprinkle of Black, Hispanic. Black, Latino, Native American people maybe, but I seen more East Indian people. I'm talking about the ones with the dot on the forehead. I seen even white people. Like, what is white people doing at a Caribbean fest? It doesn't make sense. It's the same thing with Juneteenth, and all they do is they just take advantage because they feel like, okay, well, I'm here. This is my country. I can be wherever I want to. And all they really do, they really get themselves, drunk. They always, eat all the food up, and they always act a fool. Every festival that I've been to that only is supposed to involve Black and Hispanic and Native Indian people, you always are going to see an outsider. Meanwhile, you don't see it the other way around. But anyway, I digress. Go ahead, Al.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. We brought this precept out, a few weeks ago. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked, keep going.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people moan.
Right. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right now in 2023, we are not rejoicing.
That's right.
You want to know why? Because we're still losing Black and Hispanic and Native Indian men to police brutality, to fentanyl. to domestic violence, to the prison system. We are losing our sisters to prostitution. They now want to be called a sex worker. We are losing our women, in the military, being used, abused, and unalived. We are losing our nation, and we are not looking like a people that can stand up for ourselves and fight against all the evil, all the oppression that's being done right now. People always talk about change this, change that. Well, in order to change, it starts with you.
That's right.
That's why the Bible says you have to be what? Born again. In order to be born again, you have to change your ways. Not stay doing the same thing. No. Otherwise, what's the point of you repenting? You repented for what? Just to say it? No. To repent means you change your ways. You change your behavior. In order to change your behavior, you have to change your mindset. That's what it is. All right? Go ahead, from the top, one more time.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right. When there's somebody in rulership that is doing all the righteous things, they will rejoice. And right now, once again, it's not happening right now. Everything is bad in the earth. So in the recent news, right? Countries are going to war with each other.
That's right.
There's been a lot of deaths that's been happening. Natural disasters, crime. What else? Food shortage, pestilence. I even heard that there might be a possibility of a new plague coming out. That don't sound like a time where people is going to rejoice. That sounds like hell. That sounds like the earth is being cursed by the Most High. So, what we are doing in the ISUPK, we're working for the point where we can rejoice. And that's why in the ISUPK, we are the righteous working to get to that place of rejoicing. But right now, we live in a time where we're not rejoicing.
That's right.
We are in mourning. Read it one more time.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
When the righteous are in authority,
And when the righteous are in authority, go ahead.
the people rejoice.
Yeah. When there's a righteous rulership, the people rejoice. Keep going.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people moan.
Yeah, the people mourn when the wicked bears rule. And that's right now. All your politicians, all your Christians, all your presidents and governments, your senators, your congressmen, congresswomen, the whole council, they are the wicked, and we are in mourning. Once again, how somebody gets elected in office, their campaign has to be surrounded by all the wickedness, all the evil that's going on, all the crime. So that way they can feed you with empty hope, with false hope. So that way they can promise you something that's really not going to happen, so they can get those votes, so they can get into that office, in that space. Like, for example, right? Black and Hispanics and Native Indians who voted for Obama, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I'll tell you why. Obama's campaign was about hope, right? His campaign was about hope, and he fed you false hope. He said that he was going to do X, Y, and Z. And when he got into office, what happened? He did nothing. He never upheld his promise. Nothing. He never did it. And that's the problem. I talked about this, I want to say last week as well. I'm going to say it again. They showed a picture of when, so Obama, right? When Obama was in office, they showed a picture of Chicago, of a apartment building and how it looked, right? And it was a brick apartment building. They showed how it looked when Obama was in office and how it looked when he left out of office. Tell me what changed about that apartment building. The color of the outside building of this apartment changed. It was dirtier. It was darker. That's the only thing that changed. You know what? It had weeds on it too.
Right.
It had weeds. It had plants growing all over it. You know what I mean? And then also too, if you want to kick it up a notch, what also was different, it was more crime. Yeah, it was more crime in that same area where they took that picture in. Not just in that neighborhood, but in multiple neighborhoods. Right now, St. Louis is almost beating Chicago as far as the most violent and the most criminal states where all the crimes happen in the U.S. It's damn near finna beat Chicago. And I've been to St. Louis a few times. I'm in the state of Missouri almost every year. As of what, 2015, 2016? Because, you know, I got family out there. And St. Louis is very dangerous. Chicago is very dangerous. Detroit, ooh, dangerous. The Twin Cities then hit the Midwest of dangerous places as well. Like St. Paul is starting to look like what? Minneapolis. And I grew up in Minneapolis area. Good night. It was not pretty. The things I saw as a child until my adulthood, it was not pretty. Good night. But anyway, is that it on that? All right, let's get let me see here. Give me okay, so on the topic of oppression and hell, right? I'm still tying in brotherhood and sisterhood because we have to recognize what the issue is. And I explained multiple scenarios and examples of what the issues are happening right now in 2023. And what's been happening back then. But now, in these days and times, what Black and Hispanics and Native Indians must do, we have to come together for the good things, not the bad things.
That's right.
And what I mean by that is we have to come together in one body, in one baptism, and one faith. We have to have a understanding on what we have to do in order to fix our situation. Following the Most High in Christ is what's going to fix our situation. Every hood, every goddamn ghetto that you can think of on the face of the earth. And with that, it's called guidance. It's called obedience. It's called faith in the Most High with the law, statutes, and commandments. That's how you can fix everything in your life, and your ghettos and your communities. Without that, you have nothing. You are going to be submissive, and you are going to be under the authority of your oppressor and all these heathens. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's happening right now. Ask yourself this question. Is a Black community really a Black community? Is it? How is that?
You ain't speaking loud.
You guys speak louder. Say it again.
You're not speaking the Most High, man. Acting more like the oppressor.
Okay, I'm gonna answer that question. My question is the Black community really a Black community? Yes or no? And the answer will be no. Why is that? Because who is in your community that are not Black? I just gave you the answer.
Your oppressor.
Yeah, your oppressors. So multiple meaning it's going to be the people that are not you. All right. Now, once again, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, those are the same people.
Right.
But the Arabs, the Africans, the whites, the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indian people, yeah, those are not your people. And those are the people that are in your communities. Now, when you go to their communities, Who do you see? Their people.
Right.
Who do you not see? You don't see blacks.
Right.
You don't see Hispanics.
Right.
You don't see Native Indians.
Right.
But you see their own people. That should tell you a lot without saying nothing. It should tell you that they are stripping you and draining you of all of your resources. You put money in their pockets and they have nothing in return for you. So when you do have a business and you have something flourishing, they don't support you, but we support them. You see the problem?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. All right. Give me let me see here. Give me Revelations 13 and 10. No, 13 and 9. Yeah, Revelations 13 and 9.
Okay.
Barbershop. Go ahead. You got it.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right. If any man has an ear, let him hear. So it's okay. Of course, everybody got ears. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
You know, I mean, the majority has ears. All right. And for those that have ears, it says let him hear. Now, of course, if you're not deaf, deaf, you can hear out of your ears. But that's not the point. The point is this: if you have ears, get understanding. Because when you hear something, you're getting understanding, right? Because the process of hearing something is understanding what you are hearing. That way you can what's the damn word? So like when you hear sound, right? In the process of you hearing sound, you understand like, okay, this person is saying this. Like your brain starts to work to where you know how to go about that information or what you are hearing, so to speak. So it's saying if you have understanding, then listen to this understanding. Keep going.
Verse 10. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this out because we are on the topic of oppression.
That's right.
Or better yet, hell. And the one who has caused the oppression is going to fall on them. Meaning that those that are responsible for the oppression, they are going to be held accountable. And that's going to be the oppressor. Read it one more time.
He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. It's only right. That's called justice.
That's right.
That's what the Bible calls justice. So he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. It's only right.
That's right.
It's justified.
Come.
You know what I mean? That's what should happen. If anybody commits a crime, justice is what? Them being penalized, punished.
That's right.
So if somebody led us into captivity, it's only right that they shall go into captivity. Keep going.
And he that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yeah, he that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that unalives with the sword must be unalived with the sword. It's only right because it's justified. Like once again, with all this oppression, man, Black and Hispanic and Native Indians, we need justice.
That's right.
Everybody else have justice. We don't have it. But it's only right that all people have justice.
That's right.
What's wrong with a Black and Hispanic and Native Indian man, woman, and child getting justice? Where's the justice for the Native Indians? Where's the justice for the transatlantic slave trade?
That's right.
Where's the justice for the Hispanics?
That's right.
Answer me that. Where is the justice? Because we've been waiting and still nothing. The white man, the oppressor says justice is the reservations that the Native Indians have right now. That's not justice.
Come.
They are number one. I mean, oh man, the suicide rate is crazy. The drug and alcoholism, the rape and molestation is very high on the reservations. They can't even live off of the reservation because the soil is dead. They can't grow no crops. They can't do nothing with the land.
Right.
But get high, but sin, be criminals. That's all they can do. And you want to thank the oppressor. And he is going to be held accountable when Yahweh returns. Understand that. When 200 million angels arrive on the chariots, our oppressor will understand that he is going to be held accountable. And there's nothing he can do to escape at all. Our oppressor will know what it feels to be punished.
That's right.
Just like he punished us. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And with that, that's the class. Imagine. Do me a favor. I want you to lift the camera up. Slightly. No.
Right here.
No, slide that. There you go. That's it. Yeah, inside you. Lift it up like that. All right. So like, where's
What you looking for?
the announcements?
The announcement.
Right. So like, yeah, where's that at? Why would it be in there?
I don't know.
It's like,
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.